Ooh. What's up, good people? It's time for another session of that verbal cardio, man. We're back. I got my co-host with me, Water, H2O, co-host of the goddamn century. What do you call the total existence of humanity? You know, you can't say century, you can't say decade. The best co-host of all time. A lot of people throw of all time out there, but let's all time on planet Earth. Come on, man. Come on. It gets no better than this. It gets no better than this, man. Drink your water, people. Drink your water. Drink your water. Stop making excuses. Stop saying, I don't like the taste. It has to be like this. It has to be like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just because I just can't find the time, man. All your excuses is lame. Lame. Every last excuse you got is lame. Get in on this water. Imagine if water made excuses for us on why water just couldn't serve us. Imagine if water was like, I just can't rain no more. I just can't rain anymore. Imagine if a river was like, I just can't run. I can't run. It's just my knees. I'm sorry, I'm a river. I know I'm a river, but I can't run. I'm sorry. I know you're using me for soil, but I just can't provide those nutrients. I can't. What if water did that to us? I can't run in your shower. I just can't run today. What if it never came on? You got your musty, crusty ass in the shower. You turn the knob, and water was like, I can't. It's just the tile in the shower. It's just I can't. That's what you sound like when y'all be making all these excuses on why you don't drink enough water. I want water to turn the table on your ass. I can't. I know you're dirty, but I can't. I'm sorry you had to be musty. It's just. Imagine. Take that in. Think about your silly little excuses and take that in. Anyway, man, we back. Verbal cardio. I got my producer extraordinaire she's in the atmosphere. She's in the ether. She's out here. She's the voice of God.
Yeah.
She's out here.
What if that's how God talks to you? Yeah. What it do? What you want?
What it is, player. What it is, player.
What you need from me? What up? Damn, you again?
Yeah, man. What you want now, man? You always hitting the player up, man. You always asking for some shit. What if God cuss?
Right.
You always asking for shit, man. What?
You always be praying like like let me, you never pray for nothing that like is realistic.
Man, come on, man. You always running up, whining, crying, what you doing? Why I got to do all the work? Oh, who in the hospital now?
Weight?
Right.
How you want to lose weight? You eating cake. I seen you.
Right, man. Don't be whining to me about this. Oh, you want somebody to pull through, huh? Man, look out. Anyway, let me get the IG people out of here. Listen, Instagram. If y'all want to get in on Verbal Cardio Live, join my Patreon. Click the link in my bio. Join up today. You can get in on it. You can finish this fun right here, right now. But right now, I'm cutting y'all off because y'all not patron saints. So, bye. Boom. They out of here.
Good riddance.
They out of here, man. They missing out. I'll be thankful for the badges, though. You know what I'm saying? Gotta show that love. You gotta thank for the badges, man. Boom, man. Now it's just us. We're alone. Just us and the patron saints. What's going on in the world today? Man, shout out to the patron saints, man. Struggle Beer Bakery, Twa, That Sizzle, TC, Candy Cammy, Sarita Houston, Sherry, Rain, Kiyomi, Mark G. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Tamara, Miranda, Simone L, Cat 87, Chase Ali, I'm not sure how do you say it. Randomly CJ, June P, Nana P, Alice, Miranda Cummings. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm glad y'all are here, man. Brian Davison, Rainbow, G. Lowry, Latoya Larkin, man. The usual suspects is in the building. King Panda, I see you. Tanya R. Corey, Eric Payne, Daniel Lynn, man. I appreciate y'all. Jet V, Mikey, what's happening, man? Dawn Foster, what's going on, y'all, man? Appreciate y'all, man. Taking attendance, man. Y'all lucky I don't take attendance like dude from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. G-Man 83. G-Man. Jet V. Jet V. Jet V. Jet V. Can you imagine the teacher that would never give up until the person said something? They just continuously called the name until that person said something.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, because that's how it starts. He's taking attendance. Yeah. He's like Lauryn Hill, Lauryn Hill,
and then it fades into the
Yeah.
the opening track. There's some really good instrumentation in those little skits, like in the background, the music that's playing in the background.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it was fire. I was like, man, this could be a nice little instrumental right here.
Right.
That's one of the best albums ever made.
Man.
I wonder if Lauryn Hill realized, hey, this is one of the best albums ever made right here.
Yeah, that's why she be late.
She do be late.
Man, I gave y'all the best album ever.
But she was late for class. She told us that in the album. That's why she didn't answer the roll call. She was late.
She didn't even show up.
No. So it's like she told us who she was on the album.
All right, can we be mad?
And now people are acting brand new. It's like, Miss Hill, she's not going to be there on time.
If at all.
If at all. If at all. But I don't know if she was absent that day or not. That's why I keep saying on time. Because they faded into the song. I assume that was her showing up. Kristy Alley passed away, man. Kristy Alley. I didn't know she was on the mend. I didn't know she was dealing with cancer. I haven't seen her in a while. It's been a while since I've seen Kristy Alley. So it was just like, damn, man. Kristy Alley. I'm a fan of Kristy Alley, man. I grew up watching Cheers. I remember when she came in after Shelley Long left the show. I was never a fan of Shelley Long on the show Cheers. So when Kristy Alley came on, I liked her better. I was like, yo, Kristy Alley, man. I like this girl right here. And of course, you know, when you're on a show as big as Cheers, you're going to get the movie roles. You're going to get the movie offers. You're going to get that. She was in a movie called Sibling Rivalry that tanked at the box office. But hey, and then she did Look Who's Talking with John Travolta and Bruce Willis doing the voice of Mikey. Look Who's Talking was a massive hit, made over $100 million at the box office. The sequel didn't fare as well, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Kirstie Alley was also in a movie called Madhouse with John Larroquette, who was also in Night Court. I don't know if y'all remember the show Night Court. John Larroquette, her and John, they were playing this married couple who had these family members from hell staying at their house, and it became a madhouse. And that movie did okay at the box office, but I remember watching that. You know, I've seen it a few times. It's funny, that movie, from a cinematography standpoint, there are certain movies, I don't know what kind of film they use, but they look kind of made for TV-ish. But not low budget, but they didn't look like film. They look like made for TV type joints. I don't know. If you watch the movie Clifford with Martin Short, if you watch Madhouse, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, those movies had this look. Even Beethoven might have had that look too, where it looked like they were TV shows, but released theatrically. Like the colors weren't the same. It was like bright, and I don't know how to describe it, or it was just something different about those movies. I was like, man, I don't know what it is. it kind of cheapened them, but not really, But like, go watch the movie Clifford. Just look at a clip of Clifford, and you'll see what I mean. It was like, yeah, these look a certain way, but and then Kirstie Alley did a Fat Actress, and she just had personality, man. I liked her little raspy voice. She was just dope, man. I don't know if her family's even watching this or even aware, but you know what I'm saying? Prayers and love, and I'm not even sure if she had children or not. But man, cancer is a musty heifer, man. Cancer is a musty bilge.
She does have 2 children and a grandchild.
And a grandchild, man. Come on.
And she passed in Tampa.
She passed in Tampa?
In Tampa.
Man, damn it, man. I'm going to be in Tampa. I might as well go to the funeral.
Might as well.
Might as well, man. Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida. I will be in Tampa, Florida this weekend, starting, if this airs on Thursday, starting tonight, 5 shows, plenty of tickets left. You know what I noticed about my tours, man? When I come back to a city, man, y'all be ashy. So it kind of, to be honest with you, it kind of worries me. It's like, man, y'all wasn't happy the first time y'all saw me. So it's like when I come back around, y'all not pulling up. So I'm just like, damn, it's not a good look. So I'm just wondering, am I coming back too early? Or when you came to see me, I wasn't what you expected. And now you just like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do the skip that diddly dee and the crams. I wanted the crams and the Kirkpatricks and the I'm the ones. He didn't do any of that.
They expect.
And so I think they're not coming back for that reason.
Stupid.
So, because I noticed like Tampa's not going to match what I did in Tampa last year. Cleveland didn't match what I did last year, but my agent was like, that's because you did it all short notice. And I was like, yeah, I'm not a fan of excuses. So I'll just be like, I'll be wanting to know the real root of the issue before I lean on, excuses. I'll be wanting to know the real reason for shit.
What if that's the real reason?
It could be, but I don't want to lean on that because I don't know. And I feel like that's not the reason. I don't feel that in my spirit, in my soul. Because y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming. So it's I don't know. But I definitely noticed the difference. So I'm just like, I don't think Phoenix is going to do as well as it did last time. So now I'm wondering, was a lot of people just like, and I can see that happening. Like if you go see me and you come to my comedy show and you're expecting these, voiceover type, I don't even know how that would even work stand-up comedy wise, like expecting me to do voiceovers on stage. I don't know what you're looking for, but I just wonder, did people walk away from the show like, man, it just wasn't, he didn't talk about any animals or none of that really. I don't know. It's just no Kirkpatrick and no, I don't know. But I notice the difference because I do the numbers, y'all. I study the numbers. I study my own numbers. And I'm like, man, y'all ashy. And every city like, no, man, come to this city. We gonna hold you down. Ain't no guarantee now. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust no city yet on the re-up, on the back-to-back, roll back up. So the verdict is still out on who I can trust in this dirty game right now. But if you're in Florida, you're near Tampa, if you are in Phoenix, if you are in Virginia Beach, these are the last 3 cities on the tour. So pull up, get your tickets early. Show animal clips on a projector. I will not be doing that.
What the hell?
I will not be doing that. No, thank you. I
also think people need to understand that you're a stand-up comedian first.
I'm a stand-up comedian first and foremost.
Like, if anything, like you'd give up voiceovers before you gave up stand-up.
Voiceovers are dead.
Yeah, like if
I
you
had
had to make
choose.
that choice, voiceovers are gone.
Voiceovers are dead.
Yeah.
Goodfellas.
Absolutely.
Beat down at the bar like Billy Bats, then put in the trunk. This is what I would do with voiceovers, man. I would come in there. Here's how I view the voiceovers. I would come in there because voiceovers are huge. Just like Billy Bats was. When he got out of prison, he's a made man. He's back. And I'm coming in, and then the voiceovers disrespect me and what I'm doing. Oh, look at you with your little stand-up comedy, man. Hey, I'm just busting your ball. I'm just busting your balls, man. You know, a lot of people don't even know you do stand-up. Hey, man, I'm just busting your balls. You like, hey, man, I really do stand-up comedy, man. I've been doing it since 2008, man. It just sounded a little disrespectful right there. Hey, what are you mad at me for, man? I'm just jerking your chain, man. You know, voice of skip that diddly dee. Kirkpatrick, man. Lighten up, man. I meant no disrespect. Now go get your fucking film projector. And then I just go off. And then they got to hold me back. And I'm like, keep him here. Keep him here. I'm talking to the voiceovers. I come back, beat the voiceovers down, stomp them out. The homies is helping. Pistol whip, all that. Beat the voiceovers down, stab it up, throw the voiceovers in the trunk. And then I'm going to go, we got to go get rid of the voiceovers. Then I'm going to go stop by, see my mom. We're going to talk. I'm going to talk about her painting. And we're like, yo, one dog's looking that way, other dog's looking the other way. And the guy in the middle is like, what do you want from me, huh? And then we drive, and we find out that the voiceovers are still alive in the back. We open the trunk, stab the voiceovers up, also give them a couple bullets with the pistol, and then get rid of the body. That's how dedicated I am to stand-up. If I had to choose between the two, guess who's leaving? Guess who's leaving? But I get it, man. Like, if I'm not what you signed up for and you go see me live and it wasn't what you expected, I'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? And that happens. That happens in movies all the time. People be like, man, this movie ain't what I thought it was. So people could have came to my shows and be like, man, he's not who I thought he was. I don't know. But I don't know. I can't call it. I'm definitely promoting. Definitely doing that. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
I do feel like it's like a little bit of the voiceover situation. Because people say it to me all the time, like, does he be like Kirkpatrick and Cram and I'm the one? I'm like, no.
Right.
We have normal conversations. And then also you notice that like when you do squeeze in one of your sayings in a joke, the crowd explodes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It literally is like the scene from The Warriors when they're all like, wow,
yeah.
Why are they so hype in that scene? But I don't know. But it's literally like that.
Yeah. There's a definite reaction. It's like, man, we've been waiting for this. But it's just not a part of my stand-up. It's just not included. It's just not included. So I'm like, this is what it is, guys. Sorry.
I will say this. I think you introduce people to stand-up a lot of times too.
Oh yeah.
So they don't know what to expect. They don't know they literally don't know what to expect, or they're like scared, or they're like, I don't know if I like stand-up comedy. I like your voiceovers. I like you.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if you're worth leaving the house for.
Right.
And it's like, you know what? There's only one way to find out. Show the fuck up.
And they might have showed up the first time. They're like, I like them better on the IG.
Hey man, stop putting yourself down.
I'm not.
I'll beat you up.
I'm just looking at. I'm realistic. I'm just looking at the possibilities, and because I just know, because I know too many critics. I know too many people. I just know how people respond to art, and everybody's critical of everything. And so, even though you don't want to be critical of yourself because you don't want to put yourself down, but the reality is, when you're in entertainment and art, people are going to critique you no matter what you do. So I'm aware of that. And so even though it's me, I'm not exempt of the critique and the critical mind. And so I just be thinking like, they probably came out and was like, a lot of people had a good time for sure. And I feel confident that, I do my job well, but I'm also very aware that, some people was like, I'll stay home next time. And that's fine. But it's just interesting seeing those numbers because I'm like, oh, I see what's going on here. So now it comes down to narrowing down the cities that show up every time. And so I got to start compiling that list of the cities that pull up every time. And,
New York.
And Cleveland is not on that list yet. And I don't think Tampa's going to be on that list either. So, but we'll see. You know, when I go back to Baltimore, when I go back to Raleigh, when I go back to Chicago, New York, we going to see Philly. We going to see if they hold up the second time around. DC, those cities. Nashville, they made an offer for me to come back to Nashville. Nashville sold out every show. So now if I go back, will they show up in those same numbers? I don't know. So we'll see. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach cheating scandal. I posted a video about, you know, because they kind of suspended them from on air since this happened. If you don't know what happened, so TJ Holmes is married and Amy is married. They're both married to other people. And they got caught, I guess, cheating with one another, out here, booty squeezing, you know what I'm saying, hanging out. And now it's a scandal. Scandalous. So now, you know, the network is like, they didn't know how to handle it initially, and then now they're like, oh, we're gonna put y'all on ice for a little bit, which could lead up to them letting them go, which is probably, unfortunately, you know, what's gonna happen. Because here's the thing, man. TV shows, TV network, they're all about the numbers, man. The numbers I'm in here talking about, that's what they all about. That's the bottom line. And so if you do something to mess up the brand and people are no longer tuning in, they like, yo, man, well, shit, we're going to have to let y'all go because they've been temporarily pulled from the air as ABC figures out the next steps. So they nervous. And I don't know what's going on at home. Like, I don't even know what's going on at the crib for both cribs. Because this is tough. Like, it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? The world know you got cheated on. Not everybody's in your personal business. And it's just like, damn. And as a network, you're like, well, we can't have people tune away. We already struggling as is to keep people, you know, viewed up over here. One false move, we can't, because it's too much competition. So if you're a network, Sabrina, let's say you're the network.
Okay.
What you doing? Let's say you're ABC. What you doing?
All right. So
take your personal feelings out of it and give us the bottom line.
I will say, after watching the Try Guys scandal, I don't know if you know about that. The Try Guys is a spinoff from what the hell is that network called on YouTube? It's not even a network on YouTube. Whatever. There's this guy on there who was the wife guy. He always talked about his wife. Oh, my wife, my wife. He loves his wife, Ned Fulmer, and he got caught cheating on his wife with a coworker.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other guys were like, nah, fuck that. BuzzFeed. We have to let you go. Like, this shit is like, we can't, this is gonna make us all look bad. And everyone cheered on the Try Guys and still support them and love them. So I would follow that. And the way they did it, I would have to like let them go, but I would have to find a replacement that is lovable and a little more trustworthy.
So you fired?
I'd have to let them go. Unfortunately, it's just because people are never gonna get past that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're never gonna take in, like whatever they're saying properly. It's always gonna be like, yeah, but you cheated. Yeah, it's a good morning, but you cheated. You know what I mean?
Randomly, CJ says both TJ and Amy got their current spouses by cheating on their prior spouses. So is this a pattern?
Oh shit! It's a tag team situation. Tag team back again.
Man, come on in. I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's like you got to protect the brand, and I feel like in today's world, there is so much competition at every turn that the slightest turn off, you're out of there. And so ABC can't risk losing steam on any level. So if it's going to turn off people in the slightest, then you got to make that move. Because I come from a place of, are they doing their job well? Like I come from a leave your problems at the door type of space, but I'm also from the space of the numbers, the business. And if it's hurting the business, then it's like, all right, man, y'all gotta take the L on this one. Cause them cheating is not a shocker. It's not a shocker. I know people cheat all the time in the workplace. People hook up all the time in the workplace. So it's not a shocker. And plus I'll be honest, I don't really be paying attention to them like that. So they wasn't even in my thought process. Like I don't watch them enough to even really have an opinion on them. I just, I've seen TJ before, but nothing sticks. It's just like, so this brought me to them. But I just know coworkers are always hooking up. Coworkers always hooking up. And those people that have a strong stance on, I'm never hooking up with the coworkers, that's because they already hooked up with the coworkers and the shit was foul. So then now they got the hard stance of, I ain't doing that no more. Because it just comes with the territory. It's like, you're around people all the time, you spend all this time together, and then boom, pow, you're in the shit show. And so it's like, well, damn, here we are. That's why it's good to be in my business, man. I ain't really got no coworkers like that. My coworkers, man, we work together one night, then we just go home. I see you for 45 minutes, I'm out. It ain't no hanging around. It ain't no hours and hours together. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I go do my show. Yeah, man, I'm out, man. I'm either going to the next show or you going home. So it's like, damn, welp, on to the next. And I guess if this is their pattern, then maybe in their next relationship, they're going to cheat again. You just never know. Or this could be a slap in the face lesson learned. I want to know what's going on at the crib. Like, did the spouses be like, I'm out, or you get out? I want to know what's happening at the crib. Even though it ain't my business, I'll still be like, man, they getting cussed out. Like, what happened? What happened on the back end? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? And are they still feeling one another in the now? You're like, man, our lives are ruined together. Let's stay together, Rose. Is it like the sinking of the Titanic? Are they both like on that little door in Titanic floating? TJ, Amy. And they both just sinking. Lives crumbling. Careers is on the line. Is he like, man, Amy, it was worth every penny? Or are they just like, God damn, man, I told you, TJ, I ain't want to do this. Well, it was good. I was caught up in the moment. Or is TJ like, Amy, this was your doing, man. You came on to me. Are they fighting each other? What's really going on? I don't know. We'll never know, probably.
And did they get one in?
Did they get a final smash in?
Yeah, they was like, you know what? Since it's all over.
This is all over the place. We might as well just, you know what I'm saying? What the hell else we got to lose, pumps? What the hell else we got to lose, pumps? Man, it's tough. I wonder what their salary is. Now I'm all in. I'm deep in. Now, what's your salary? What kind of financial hit you taking? How much did you have saved up? If you get the divorce, how much you gonna have left? Who's getting the house? Who's getting the assets? Where you going? Where you live at right now? What's going on? Is Amy's husband related to Elizabeth's shoe? That's a question I can probably just Google, you know. But that was one of them. It's crazy, man. It's wild. Does cheating make y'all uncomfortable? Does talking about cheating and seeing people cheat and all that, does it make y'all uncomfortable? And that's a question for you too, Sabrina.
No.
Like, cause some people are like, man, cause when cheating comes up, you immediately put yourself in that position. So some people could become uncomfortable, whether it be on personal reasons with cheating or personal situations, whether you get cheated on, whether you're getting triggered, or whether your parents cheated. So it's like, man, it's bringing me back to this. Does it make y'all uncomfortable to talk about it, to see it, to hear about it? Most of the Chatsworth are saying, nah, nope, yes.
Yeah, nah, it doesn't. I don't do nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I was all in on that Try Guy scandal because that was juicy. So and now I'm all in on this one. I'm all in on the scandals.
And that's why I never buy when people pump up they made a lot. That don't make me believe that they faithful.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you know, I trust no one. Especially if I'm not in a relationship with you, I'll be like, man, I don't know what you be doing. But just because somebody pump up they mate don't mean they ain't under the table with some bullshit.
Now, if you see one of your friends cheating and you're cool with the person they're cheating on.
Oh, now you asking the hard-hitting question.
And you're like, yo, they're going to lose everything. They're ruined. If this gets, this is it. What do you do?
Whew. So I'm cool with, am I cool with both? Like who is the conduit of the friendship through?
All right, let's do it like this. Somebody from the squad, right? Now, the person they're cheating on, you, like, we all love them.
Right.
Like when we go to their house, like, man, this is a good mate. This is a great individual. I love this woman. She's just great.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is a great person for my friend. The perfect person for my friend.
They're great.
Beyond. Then you find out they're getting cheated on. And they're sick. Oh, let's throw in some razzle.
Oh, wait, hold on now. You throwing in too many.
And they're pregnant.
What you mean sick?
Nah. Let's just take away the sick part.
Oh, okay.
But
now I've been in a situation like this before, to where I knew a friend of mine was getting cheated on, and it was a girlfriend of mine, so she was getting cheated on. I had heard about it, and the girl that was getting with her man at the time was somebody I used to mess with. So, needless to say, I knew, you know, both parties. I heard about it. I was like, oh, damn. And I didn't say nothing. I was just like, you know, and when it came to light, when it all came out, and she asked me, she was like, did you know? And I was like, yeah, I had heard some things. And I felt bad, you know, revealing that I did know. Because, you know, when she asked me, I didn't lie. I wasn't like, man, I never knew. No, I always was like, yeah, you know. And she was like, damn. And I was like, She gave old girl the hands too. She pieced her up. But I was just like, so it made me think like, man, you know what I'm saying? I could have been a better friend and gave her the heads up. And in that situation, I was definitely closer to the girl that got cheated on. Like, I definitely could have been like, you know what's going on here. Now this situation you're asking me about, where, I knew the guys first. Oh.
No, you met them all at the same time.
I met them all at the same time.
They've been with that person.
Oh, I met them all at the same time.
Like, you met this couple at the same time. You just happen to be the guy happens to be in the squad because the squad is dudes.
Yeah. Damn it. Amir, what you doing, man? Let me take the heat off me for a second.
run a scenario by me one more time so I make sure I got this right.
All right. So a couple that you've met at the same time, right? You get really cool with the dude, but the woman is an amazing woman and a perfect woman for said dude. She takes care of him. All of that. Mm-hmm. You find out that he's cheating on her. Mm-hmm. Do you tell her?
Jesus.
That's what, man.
The telling part is bad. I'd rather have like she found out kind of thing. And then it'd be like, because I feel like I've been in this situation before.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do?
I didn't tell her.
Okay.
She was my friend. So she's my friend. I didn't know dude. I didn't know the guy personally. Uh-huh. But that guy had been trying to mess with my girlfriend, and I'm in high school at this time.
Okay.
So he was trying to mess with my girlfriend. Like, they had like flirted sometime before I came into the picture or whatever.
Okay.
So prior before, but I didn't know who this guy was. I just heard his name. Uh-huh. I didn't know who this guy was. And then when I found out that was this girl that I was a friend with, that's her boyfriend. I was like, what the? So it got bad when I was in a relationship, because he was still texting my girlfriend, and I'm like, I know your girl.
Yeah.
Why are you texting my girl when I know who your girl is, and then she's my friend? Like, we'll talk to each other every now and then,
right.
Stuff like that. And I'm just like, do I tell her? And I didn't.
Why not?
I felt like it, like, being that person to tell somebody something like that, and then you got to be the person to explain like how you have all this evidence of these things.
Yeah.
For that kind of stuff, and it's just finding a place to be like, I know something, and breaking that news to that person. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah.
And then you got to have all the stuff to back it up. Like, no, he was doing this and this and this.
Right.
Eventually it came out, like, all the stuff came up. She did text me and was like, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, I just felt like I couldn't, like, in that specific place. It was a hard place for me to do it.
Yeah.
So
did you lose her as a friend after that?
No.
You revealed? Okay.
No. Because she understood. Like, I feel like anybody that's in that specific position would be like, that's a tough place to be, that
right,
and it's something that's happening to you. Like, you have to tell the other person. Like, how do you tell the other person? And it's like, it's kind of one of those things. Like, since he was so ridiculous with it, I felt like it was eventually amount of time where it was going to come out.
Right. Your situation was easier because you didn't know the guy.
Yeah.
So you could have easily been like, hey man, this dude's trash.
Yeah. I could have, but yeah, like, one of the things is like how their relationship was or whatever. Yeah. It's like, I don't want it to make it like worse or whatever the case may be, because I don't know if she's gonna be like, oh, I knew, or anything like that. Like, it was pretty bad. But if I know both of them, and it was like,
that's what makes it tougher.
Yeah, do I tell her? And it's like, how close are we? I don't like this situation, but because then it's like, I don't know, because either way, I feel like it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
And I feel like in that instance, I just rather be on the right side of it.
Mm.
It's like, I know he's cheating. I'm not, but it's like, if I don't say anything, am I condoning that kind of behavior? Which I don't condone that kind of behavior.
Right.
And it's like, I guess it would be like, how did I find out? Is he bragging to me about cheating? Is he telling me that he's cheating? And he's like, gloating it up and trying to make it seem like it's something cool. Like, and then I hear about it. I don't really say much, but I know to that point. Because if you bragging to me about cheating and stuff like that, and you da-da-da-da and all that stuff like that, and I know your girlfriend, and we cool like that, like we met at the same time kind of thing,
right?
I'm snitching. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Because if you come to me bragging about it or something like that, you prideful about it.
Right. That definitely makes a difference.
Yeah. The way how I find out about the cheating is going to let me know. Like, if it was something like I caught on the slip, like, oh, and he's like, oh, hey, kind of thing. Is like, all right, I'm a, I ain't gonna say nothing, but at the same time, I probably gotta hold him accountable. Like, hey man, you gotta, you're gonna have to say something. Like, I can't I can't allow this kind of shit to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
you're gonna have to tell him. You're gonna give him the ultimatum, like, yo, you need to tell her.
Because then it'd be like, you need to tell her or what?
Yeah.
Then it's like, well, then I gotta tell her, and then I gotta be cool with that or whatever. So just give them the position to own up to it,
right?
And then the fact that like I don't condone cheating,
right?
But you need to hold yourself accountable. I'm not gonna make that choice for you, but I'm giving you time to do it before something else could possibly happen. And I feel like if you put somebody in that kind of position, then I feel like you would hope that they would just do it on their own kind of thing.
Right.
But sometimes they'd be waiting for you to take the bait too. Because I don't know what kind of relationship they might have. Like, obviously, if the cheating thing or whatever, but she could turn on you and be like, how could you accuse him of doing such a thing or something like that? Yeah. And if I lose both of them, then, hey, fuck it. Y'all could be goofy on your own.
You know what you saw.
Yeah.
Your hands are clean. This is tough, man. Because I really don't like snitching. I know we tease Slurita all the time, and it's a running joke that Slurita hates snitches. I really don't like telling. And good or bad, for better or for worse, in my spirit, in my soul, I don't like telling. I'm like, even for the most righteous of reasons, I'm like, but I'm telling. And so it's not my natural go-to reaction. So this is tough for me to answer, because I'm like, at my core, I want to be like, I'm telling, because, man, you can't do it like this, and I don't want to condone no cheating, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a good woman. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me, man? How dare you?
It's a lot of sense of self in that.
But it's like, I got to step outside of who I am, and
yeah, that's the hardest part. It's like stepping aside from what I think, and then I got to put myself in the shoes with what I want somebody to tell me. How would I feel if somebody
let me
told
give y'all
me?
two things. Okay. So I don't know how recently you watched Mean Girls, but
I've never seen it.
Regina George was cheating on her boyfriend, and Katie was trying to get them caught. That's something I would do. I'd be like, they're in the projector room.
Wait, they did what now?
So Regina George was cheating on Aaron Samuels, and Katie, Lindsay Lohan, was trying to get Aaron to catch Regina in the act.
Okay.
So she would say things like, "Oh, your band meeting got moved to the projection room at 4 p.m.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that's the time that Regina would be cheating on him.
Yeah.
In the projection room. But she never got caught. Like every time he would go to where they would say, something would happen.
Okay.
And like,
I like this strategy.
I feel like I would try to do something like that. Now, I have a real life situation that happened to me.
Oh shit!
Where I hooked this dude up with my homegirl, right?
Oh snap!
Now, my homegirl, at the time, great individual. In my head, loved her. You know what I mean? I thought she was, the bee's knees. And my homeboy, also a great individual. He had a rocky past, but he really got his shit together.
Okay.
Great dude, right? Both, I love them both, right? So I was like, man, y'all would be good together.
Okay.
Let me introduce y'all. They hit it off. And they went flying, soaring, if you will. And then she ends up going back to her ex, who I also know.
Okay.
I'm cool with all three of these people.
Okay.
On the same level of coolness, right?
Equal cool.
And she's straight up cheating on my homeboy with her ex.
With the ex,
right?
Damn, you know what I'm saying? Trifle.
And like, her ex used to run in the same circle as me, as far as like when I used to go to shows, like when I used to go to like watch bands at different venues. So I would see them. He'd be at the same party, and this was a different crew than like the homeboy I hooked her up with
Okay.
And that's like a completely different crew. That was a Queens crew, and then the ex-boyfriend was like the Manhattan crew.
Okay.
That's how I'm gonna separate it, right?
Boroughs, okay.
So now right? I hooked her up with this man.
Oh, okay.
So if she gets caught, who looks bad? Who's gonna get the blame?
You did this. You ruined his life.
Because he was fully invested in this woman.
Right, man. He was all in, man. He got his life together.
She's a beautiful woman to this day.
She's
gorgeous.
fine as hell. I've never seen it, but she's fine as hell, man. She's a prize.
Yes.
And he's just got his life together, man. He doing right. You know what I'm saying? He making the changes. He's like, man, you know what? He's optimistic about life and love again.
Yes.
And then, you know, the ex come back around. He comes sniffing back around. She never got over the ex. But she thought she was over him because she met this great guy that got his life together. And, you know, he was loving her up. But the ex, man, it was something about the ex. She couldn't let him go.
I don't know what it was about the ex, because the ex was all right. He was cool.
He wasn't all that, man.
Yeah, he wasn't all that.
He wasn't all that, man.
I'm like, why are you going backwards?
That's why you the ex, man. You was trash on some level.
And today, the ex, still the ex. It's not like they got married.
They never even got back together, so it wasn't even worth it in the end. So what did you do?
I was actually dating the brother of the guy that I hooked her up with.
Okay.
And the brother found out. Now, I'm in trouble.
Okay.
Why did you hook my brother up with this scallywag, with this slore?
Okay.
I don't know if you remember the word slore back then. This slore. And I'm like, I know, I promise. And he's like, well, we got to tell him. I said, nah, what did we? He just got out of jail. You got to tell him. He really did just get out of jail. And so he ends up writing her a letter. The dude that I was talking to ends up writing his brother a letter and was like, all right, if he finds it, he finds it. I'm gonna just leave it in my room. I'm gonna just have, if he comes into my room for whatever reason, boom, there it is. He ends up finding the letter. Okay. And he pulls me to the side. He said, hey, Sabrina, can we talk? Is this true? Is she? She cheated on me? Crying.
Oh, man, tough.
And I'm like, fuck.
Because he was all in, man.
I was like, yes.
Just got out of jail, man. Shit is sensitive when you first get out.
Like, yes. I'm sorry.
Did you cry?
If he wasn't crying, I would have been like, I don't know, son. But yeah, he started crying.
Did you cry too?
Like, huh?
Did you cry with him?
No. It's not no you cry. We cry together.
Gotcha.
No, it's not one of them situations.
All right.
But I did feel really bad. And so I just had to come clean. You know what I mean? I had to come clean. And she never talked to me again.
So you lost her as a friend.
I lost her as a friend. Yeah. Because she's like, you snitched on me. I was like, yo, I didn't. You have to understand that, like, you were out in the open about this shit. And New York's not that big. New York is not that big.
And she put you in a whack situation.
And put me in a whack situation. And he was a genuinely good dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I was just like, I gotta go. I gotta go. Like this, I was okay with her being like, you broke code. I was like, nah, man, I ain't in this code. I ain't know about this code. I hooked you up. If I didn't hook her up, I probably would have been like, oh, yeah, okay.
So was the letter anonymous?
Nah. Like, you could tell them.
Why did he come to you?
He came to me because he came to me about everything. That family came to me about everything. When I tell you the mom used to come to me about everything, the mom used to come to me about too much. That's why I don't talk to them no more.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that I want to say about the guy you were seeing.
Huh?
When his family is easy.
It's easy.
When it's if you're cheating on my brother, I'm not even coming to you. I'm like, yo, man, she cheating on my brother. I'm telling.
Well, he did that to protect me, though. He's like, this makes you look crazy. Like, did you know about? He came to me first because he was like, did you know about this? Did you do this on purpose? Why would you do this to my brother? I'm like, no, like, don't put it out there just yet. Like, let me figure out. Let me see what's going on. And he's like, nah, Like, I got to tell him somehow. So he wrote it down.
Yeah.
He's like, once you figure it out, blah, blah, blah. And then that's when the letter was found. And I was just like, man, yeah.
But there was no way. There was nothing they could do for you.
No.
So you might as well just come in guns blazing like, yo, she cheating. And ultimately, it's still not fully your fault. Even though you made the love connection, you still ain't got no control over what somebody else is going to do. And you didn't know that she was going to cheat on him, you know?
I didn't.
So that's not on you. And so as a brother, you know, that's when I'm snitching. Like if you cheating on my brother, I'm snitching. I'm gonna just be like, yo, man, hey, you know, I seen what's her name with this dude, man. What's up with that? No remorse, no, none of that. I'm like, yo, that's my brother. So it's a done deal. It's a wrap. It's easy work. Boom, she out. Even if I was like, you know, they were together for a long time and I built a relationship with his girl and it's just like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm still like, hey, bro, she out here trifling, son. I thought we knew her, man. It's like she cheating on both of us, man. I feel your pain, but I'm telling.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. I was 23, I think, 24. I was young.
And let me also say this. If I'm accountability McGee. So let's say I'm the one cheating, right? I'm doing the cheating. I'm the one that's cheating. Me. Yeah. I'm doing the cheating and I get told on. I'm not even mad at who told. Because if they are in a situation where I put them in a situation
right
that was fucked up as friends.
Yeah.
As my friend, I'll put you in a fucked up situation. If they tell on me, I'll be like, hey, well, you know what? That's what I get. And I'm not mad at that person for telling because they kind of had an obligation to tell. So I kind of expect that going in. It's not like, hey, yo, why you over here being all honest and shit and caring about, you know, I wouldn't cut somebody off because of that. Like I'm not looking for cohorts in villainy out here. Right. To where it's like, man, I just want to cheat on people and have people that's gonna have my back. I don't have that mindset. So it'd have been like the way she cut you off, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, damn, Sabrina, man, I got caught. And then we could have a conversation like, and then you could be like, well, why'd you do it, man? I set you up. You got me out here looking bad. I know, man. It's just the ex came back around, man. It was looking good, man. The old cologne, and I was familiar with the penis already, man. It's a good time.
Yeah. Yo, you want to know something crazy? This was when I, like I said, I was 23, right? Or around 23. That's however many years ago. It's a long time ago, right? The second teteo that I went to, she was there.
Oh, wow. Did she speak?
Out here in LA. I found out that she moved out here in LA.
You saw her that night?
I saw her. At first I was like, was that?
Yeah.
Nah. And then I seen her again. I said, oh shit. And I think we both had that oh shit moment. We didn't say nothing to each other though.
Oh man.
Cause she's still like, you broke code. Bitch, you cheated.
Did she ever tell you broke code?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all she said.
Yeah. And then she like changed the captions on like all our pictures on Facebook to like rest in peace. I'm like, cool.
Oh wow, that's corny.
It's mad corny. I will say my favorite snitch story when it comes to cheating is when I got cheated on by my first real boyfriend who was cheating on me with my best friend at the time. And that's the girl whose cheekbone I broke when I found out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when her parents were like, man, I told her this. I was like, you don't do this to Sabrina. I was like, well, y'all knew? They're like, yeah, we wanted to tell you, but
yeah, I mean,
we told her you were a good friend. Like,
yeah,
man, you know, it's just, she got what she deserves. Mind you, I broke their daughter's face.
That's crazy that you made such an impression on them. Even though you broke her face, literally, you deflated her face. You deformed this woman.
No, she's good. She's good. I've seen her since.
And she was deformed when their skull was broke, though. She had to get it fixed. So, not saying she's deformed now, but when you break somebody's cheekbone, there's a deformity that happens. In the middle of that, in the storm of that unhealed daughter, they were still like, man, we told her, man. That means you really made an impression on these people.
I was a great friend to her.
Yeah.
She was in the background crying hysterically while they're telling me on the phone, like, look, you were such a good friend.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't deserve this. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry for what she did. Every time he would come over, we would tell her, how could you do this? And this, that, and third, and da da da. Mind you, I'm not proud of what I did to her face.
Yeah.
How old was I? I was like 19.
You could have went
I was
to jail.
young. I was a young hood rat. Like I didn't know how to control my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like mind you, this was my best friend.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend of like 3 or 4 years. I don't know.
Right.
These were two people that I loved and adored, that I was always with, both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time, I would always pick them up because I was the only one out with a car.
Right.
I was living in Long Island, driving to Queens, taking them all over the world, taking them from here, there, da 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 da.
Right.
I got her a job at a tattoo shop. I did all this. And what happens?
How do you not have that baggage even today? Like, how can you trust anybody ever again after something like that?
Oh, because I'm very much trauma based.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like whatever traumatic or like internal stuff that they were going through, because I also recognize the insecurity, especially in her.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely, like, I know she, not even to boost myself up, I know she looked up to me.
Yeah.
I know that she saw me as somebody that she wanted to be, because at the time I was very confident.
Mm-hmm.
I was, I had a lot of friends that, I was out there. Like, I was like, a lot of people knew me. A lot of people like rocked with me. And she was like, man, like, I want this.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw me that I was in a good relationship and da da da.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, man, if I could take him, I could probably take it all. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like that's her mentality. So it's like, I can't think that everyone has that mentality, because I don't have that mentality. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I can't assume that everyone is a piece of shit just because a handful of pieces of shit, because that's not real. My grandmother exists. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like when you have somebody like my grandmother in your life, it's like, okay, good people exist. So I can't assume that everyone is bad.
Right.
I exist. I can't assume everyone is bad. Like, you exist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I see and recognize good people, and they overshadow the shitty individuals. So I'm not going to walk around with that baggage, because that's bullshit.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? And also, like, karma came for both of them. Actually, like, immediately after. So like, I know that I'm covered. And like, when people do shitty stuff to me, like, I'm good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, karma will get them. Either I didn't have to do what I did to her, but I was 19.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know better.
Do you believe that karma comes for you when you do whack shit?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Karma is all around.
Karma's fair.
Yeah, karma's very fair.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm not saying that like, I'm protected and karma will. No, karma is very fair.
Yeah.
So that's why. And I was again, this is going back to a conversation we had not too long ago. I was such a good friend. I'm such a good person. When I'm such a good person to someone and they screw me over, it's going to eat away at them later on.
Right.
Because they're going to miss me. You're going to miss my energy. You're going to miss my words of encouragement and of like, you know what I mean? I push people. I try to uplift people. I make people laugh. I make people feel good about themselves. So like, if you screw me over, you're going to be like, damn it, I miss Sabrina. I wish I could reach out to her. I'm going through something. I wish I could talk to Sabrina about it. Huh?
I need the energy. And then.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me tell you about energy. You know what gives me energy? A nice home-cooked meal.
Oh, what we talking about then?
I mean, my favorite kind of home cooked meal are fast, already prepared,
Oh,
ready to go.
Mhm.
Something like Green Chef.
Green Chef is a good ass time. Green Chef is a CCOF certified meal kit company. Green Chef makes eating well easy with plans to fit every lifestyle. Whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals, Green Chef offers a range of recipes to suit your preferences. Our Green Market is now live, a one-stop shop for quick breakfasts, lunch, and more you can easily add on to your weekly order. They expanded their menu. Now choose from 30 recipes weekly with the option to mix and match meals from different dietary preferences in the same box without changing your plan. For example, order vegan one day and keto the next. Craving more servings of a favorite recipe? Now you can double the portions in your weekly order with just one click. Now I'm double portions McGee. Good or bad, hate it or love it, win or lose, I'm double portions McGee, man. That is me all day. And I'm glad Green Chef has the option to be like, man, let me double up the portions. That Green Chef you made for me last time, the coconut curry tofu joint?
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good time. I like that. Ooh, you put that on some rice? Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about, man. They are offering more customizations than ever before. In addition to swapping protein in any meal that features chicken, beef, or salmon for USDA certified organic ground beef, USDA certified organic chicken, and wild caught sockeye salmon. Why they call them sockeyes though, man? Getting socked in the eye. Now
Remember
you can
when
also
we looked them up?
Yeah, they look crazy. Now you can also add chicken or fish to select vegan and veggie recipes each week for an added protein boost. They're now offering 10-minute lunches. Each week's menu includes 2 convenient, low prep, and nutritional lunch recipes ready in just 10 minutes. No cooking required. Perfect for when you're on the go or pressed for time at the office. Eat well at lunchtime too. Green Chef's exciting new ingredients, recipes, and delicious meals support a healthy lifestyle. Eat well without sacrificing taste. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well with dinners that work for you, not the other way around. Green Chef has options for every lifestyle: keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. And as the only keto meal kit, Green Chef makes sticking to a carb-conscious lifestyle easy. Because that's dope that they even offer stuff like that when you really want to watch your carbs for a little bit. I like that Green Chef has those options for you to keep it all like, let me back up on the carbs, man, because carbs is a good time. And I know they easy to throw up in those meal kits, but they like, nah, man, we're going to give you something else, man. And this holiday season, treat yourself to delicious premium recipes that support your wellness goals and taste good too. Choose fast and fit for meals under 700 calories and ready in 25 minutes or less. Green Chef's pre-made and pre-measured sauces, dressings, and spices make holiday hosting easy peasy, leaving you more time for celebrating. And Green Chef is the only meal kit that is both carbon and plastic offset. We offset 100% of our carbon footprint as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. 100% of our seafood meets the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch rankings of certified best choice or good alternative. With Green Chef, you're reducing your food waste by at least 23% versus grocery shopping. So go to greenchef.com/verbal599 and use the code verbal599 and get $5.99 per meal on your first box, and your first box ships for free. Again, go to greenchef.com/verbal599 and use the code verbal599 to get $5.99 per meal on your first box, and one box ships for free. It's highly encouraged to include all of this. Make sure you include the promo code verbal599. Use that code and get that $5.99 off, man. It's the #1 meal kit, man. So get in on this. Oh, man, I'm hungry now. Anytime I read about food, I'm hungry. I'm always hungry, man. I'm always hungry, man. I can't stop, man. I can't stop it, man. Help me, please. Help me, please. I'm hungry right now.
Speaking of hunger, Keke Palmer's pregnant.
I don't know what that got to do with hunger, but yeah.
Pregnant women be hungry.
She is hungry, man. Shout out to Keke Palmer, man. Never knew. She revealed it as she hosted SNL, and she revealed the baby bump, and I was like, man, good for her, man. Like, the kids is pregnant, man. The kids is out here pregnant, man. I like Keke Palmer, man. She seemed like a good time, great energy, great spirit. I didn't see the SNL sketches yet, but I'm sure she brought the energy no matter what. I did watch. I watched a skit that they did on. They did like a little musical parody of cuffing season, and they were talking about wanting big guys to cuff with. So they were, man, forget all these 6-packs and all this, man. We want the big guys to cuff with. So I saw that. It had SZA singing the hook, Keke Palmer. Who else was in that sketch? My girl was in there. Shit, why am I forgetting everybody's name? Punky was in there, and even during the sketch, they were like, "Well, Punky, you don't even like men." She was like, "Let me tell you something, man. I'm tired of being the guy in the relationship. I got to do all the dishes, the cleaning, and you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I want to be held. I want to be the little spoon." I thought that was dope, how they had that element in there for the song. Oh yeah, Ego was on there. It was a dope little sketch. I watched it on Hip Hop DX. I was like, "Oh, yo, this is dope." So shout out to Keke Palmer. Congrats on the baby, the bun in the oven. I'm not sure how far she is. She's showing though for sure. Little smooth belly. I like pregnant bellies, man. I'm a fan of how they look. They be all tight. You know what I'm saying? A little baby in there. Skin just be perfectly just like smooth. And then there's that little line in the middle. You be like, man, it's life pulsating in that oven at 375. Baby in there at 375, man. Good times, man. Shout out to Keke Palmer.
I got uncles Palmer with that belly.
Oh, they just got the belly on the strength, huh? The little tight. I prefer that tight belly over a jiggly, love-handedly Jigglesworth. Give me the tight gut. If I'm gonna have a gut, give me the one that looks solid, like it can't even be lost. If I had to choose, I'd choose that over the sloppy, I don't know, jiggly joint. That's just me. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Herschel Walker, man. This dude is really out here in politics. And what was that he said, Sabrina?
He said, I've been getting called a coon, but I'm from the country. And those are the smartest animals or something. That's loose. It's a loose translation. Bruh. Whatever.
I'm from the country, man. Those are some of the smartest animals around. Bro, we not talking about the intelligence of raccoons. We know raccoons get down, man. We know who they are. Raccoons be out here. They smart, man. They got hands. They can open bags. They can open shit. We've never doubted the intelligence of raccoons. But being called a coon, it ain't what we talking about, bro. And you know it. That was a nice little angle you took. But come on, Herschel Walker. Come on, man. Herschel Walker, I play Super Tecmo Bowl on my little handheld gaming device. Super Tecmo Bowl, this is the 91 NFL roster that I play with. And Herschel Walker is on that game. He is part of the Minnesota Vikings. And I'm just like, who would have thought years down the line, he going to be out here running for office with a good chance of winning. With a good chance. I look at politics now as pro wrestling. It's all ridiculous. It's all over the top. but people seem to love it, and they gonna pull up for whatever candidate they can feel, no matter what. And I'm just like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to backslide out of this coon label. Nice try. Cooning has never been about intelligence. It's never been about that, sir. It's never been about being perceived as dumb. Oh, Herschel. And some of y'all out here voting for this man. Some of y'all out here voting for this man, mad and focused on Deion Sanders. You need to be focused on who about to win this little election. And it could be Herschel Walker in Georgia, cooning it up for y'all. Coon. Calling somebody a coon is mad funny, though. Like, we call each other that in the group chat just because, even when it don't apply. We'll just roll up and be like, man, what you coons in here doing? Remember that song, Look at the Coons? Got the funky for you. Oh, my God. Y'all out here, man, pressing this stuff forward. And Donald Trump got a good chance of winning again. I'm going to just throw that out there. He got a good chance of winning again. And y'all letting it happen. You're letting the horse shit happen. I blame all y'all. Everybody. Bill Cosby has more allegations. 5 more women have come out with, allegations against Bill Cosby. And some played a minor role on The Cosby Show. Yo, man. Bill Cosby was out here up to no good. Bill Cosby was just out here up to no good. The laundry list don't stop. They just waited. They sat in the pocket. They sat in the pocket after all that was going down. They let him do his jail time, and they was like, all right, the reinforcements. They coming in the fourth quarter like the end game, man. They swooping in like the Guardians of the Galaxy, man. We coming in hot. Better late than never. I'm like, bro, man. Bill Cosby was really out here. Damn, man. People really out here thinking they ain't gonna get caught. They thinking they ain't gonna never get caught. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. They just think I'm gonna do creepy shit. I'm gonna do weird shit, and people just gonna let it ride. People was really out here thinking that. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. And now he back in the mix. What if he go back to jail in his 80s? Just an old ass inmate in there. But let's be real. It's old ass inmates all the time. You get a life sentence, you're gonna be an old ass inmate. When I was watching The Irishman again, they was falling apart in that prison. I was like, man, they just got old and old. They was in the wheelchair. Then the next thing you know, they was dead. And they just died in the prison. Ugh. Hell no. Hell no. I got some questions. Got a question from Blowski, 1288. Is that 88? Make sure I'm reading that correctly. Blowski 1288 is asking me, you are creating a hip-hop rap supergroup. You have to choose one rapper from the 4 regions, East, West, South, Midwest. Who do you choose and why? Keeping in mind cohesiveness, personality, and how well they would mesh together sonically for many albums, even potentially having rap beef with another group with the same makeup. Who is your 4 rappers? This is a well thought out question. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm making a super group, all 4 regions. All right. Let's see. Okay. One rapper from New York. Well, not New York, but just the East. I'm going to go with Dallas D. Say, I bet he picked Nas. I know Nas does well on collab albums. We gotta take that into consideration. Who does well on collab albums? You know, Nas did great with Damian Marley. Jay-Z did good with Beyonce and Kanye West. Black Thought of the Roots is all collaborative because, you know, the Roots are a band. He's been collaborating the whole time. So it's really coming down to Nas, Black Thought, and Jay-Z from the East for me. One of those three would be my Eastern pick. So I'm gonna just narrow that down to those three sitting right over there. So I'm gonna go down south. I'm gonna go down to the south. I'm gonna go J. Cole, Big Crit, or Andre 3000 in the south. Those three are sitting there. Those are the three I'm choosing from. Okay. Then I'm gonna go up top to the Midwest. Common, Royce the 5'9", Lupe Fiasco. Actually, okay. Those three right there. Now, somebody asked me in the Chatsworth, would Pac be considered East or West? Great question. He's from New York. But he started rapping out West. I don't know what that makes him. I'm going to take it out West. Kendrick Lamar. Locksmith. And damn. Not Cube. Piss. I'm gonna go. I really like Ab-Soul's rapping ability. All right. Ooh, I like Blue a lot too. Blue, Kendrick Lamar, Locksmith. All right, so I'm gonna form a super group that's on a certain wavelength. Here's a super group I'm going with. All right. I'm going to go with Nas, Common, Andre, and Kendrick. No. I'm going a different approach. I'm going to do Common, Nas, Cole, Kendrick. Common, Nas, Cole, Kendrick. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with that. That's where I'm at. Common, Nas, Cole, Kendrick. And the reason I chose this is because I feel like they would flow well off each other. Common and Nas and Kendrick are fantastic storytellers. They can all turn it on if they need to in a battle. Nas has been battle tested. Common went at the whole West Side Connection. Kendrick and Cole, they haven't had a straight battle yet, but we know Kendrick is ready for the smoke. Even when he didn't diss people, they was just like, oh my God, on that Control verse. And the stuff Cole was saying on False Prophets, he low-key threw cats on the grill on a smooth, thought-out, chill tip. So I'm going to go Cole, Kendrick, Common, Nas. Nas. That's the group. That's my group right there. Yeah. Tough. I want this project. I want this project right here. Yeah. Sabrina, who you got?
No.
Oh,
That's insane.
Amir, who
Instantly
you got?
shut it down.
You was waiting to shut me down. That note was quick.
It was like instant.
Because it's just too much. All the thinking you did, I've been here like.
There is a lot to think.
There's a lot to process.
I feel like
my nose is bleeding.
I would have to break it down like by age groups though, like new age as far as like within the past 5 years. Then
oh, you bailing? You taking the easy way out?
No. I won't take the easy way out.
Oh, okay.
If we doing it like that, all right, then I gotta think of it from a general scope. Somebody that can. It's supposedly a collab project, and I'm just thinking of how other people collab together, and not so much on their own standing, and then I gotta pick outside of favorites because they gotta work well together.
Right.
That's the part that make it tough.
Because I know
some people don't work well with other people.
I know Common and Nas work well together because they did that song on Common's album. They were dope together. Cole was with Nas on Let Nas Down. Didn't Cole and Kendrick do something together?
They have some leaked songs. I don't think there's anything that ever came out though. I don't think.
Yeah, Ghetto Dreams. That was the name of the Nas and Common song. Who you got?
They could be dead or alive, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let's say East. I probably would pick Biggie.
Okay.
Just because he's all around, and even the collab stuff he did, it was just like, damn, he's good at doing the other stuff that people might do. So he'll keep things fresh for that kind of stuff.
That's the first on my list too. That's good.
Oh, look out, Sabrina, man.
South. This is a tough one for me because there's a lot. I wanna say Wayne, but the only thing about Wayne is that current Wayne is like, we need somebody to reel him in. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to reel him in. But I like it when he goes wild too, because it gives a little bit of experimental kind of stuff going, which I think we probably need.
He be doing too much now.
At times, yeah. Andre's a very good choice as well.
Yeah.
South, man, he got too many people, man. I'll probably stick with them two just off the top. I might have to revisit that. I don't know who to pick right there.
It's tough.
Midwest. Let's see who we got. Let's try to flip it up. I do like Common. I do like Lupe too.
Yeah, Lupe is fire.
I don't want to say Kanye, but I might have to.
Okay.
Just more so like something to give something, because he can. I'm thinking of variation. Like
he works well with others.
Yeah, and that's the part I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want him to necessarily be the centerpiece, but as far as like because the thing is, I got to think of somebody who will be able to take the back seat too. Yeah, and that's the toughest part with Kanye. So back seat, Kanye ain't taking no back seat. Yeah. So up with those three, and then for the West, Pac off top. We'll do Kendrick as well. I'm trying to think of another West Coast guy that I feel like I'm completely skipping. I mean, there's several, but I feel like I'm skipping over somebody that I feel like I should have in this particular offering. And I know Kendrick meshes well with other people as well. He's, he can do the genre bending kind of thing as well. Right. And then I feel like Pac didn't venture out too much with his stuff. Not like a whole lot.
Nah, he kind of kept it with Thug Life, his crew, but he had a lot of features and stuff on. He didn't have a ton of features on Me Against the World, I guess, because it's Me Against the World. But I mean, California Love and the song he had with Meth and Red and Corrupting Them. He has some good collaborative efforts. Should he even mesh well with John B? Oh, he's still down. Is there in your eyes? Yeah. But R&B, we talking about rapper to rapper collab. So I'm gonna take
All right, so East Coast, Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
South, I'm going. Fuck. I want to say 3,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I say 3,000, then I'm taking off Kendrick.
Okay. I can see why you did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people to sound too similar there. So we got Biggie, 3 stacks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do Midwest. Let's pick Lupe.
Okay.
I want him to do some like spoken word type shit. This is how I'm thinking off my head.
Yeah.
And then on the West Coast, give me some. So I got somebody that can. I got this. I got. Give me somebody. Fuck it. Give me Snoop. Give me somebody chill. Give me somebody chill. So I'm trying to get a variation between the people, right? I don't want it to just be all straight bars. I don't want it to be all straight melodic. I want it to be a variation of things.
Yeah.
So when they come in, it's like a fresh feel, but it kind of meshes.
Right.
That kind of sound crazy, but Biggie obviously being the one that can kind of just do whatever. So I would probably want him to be like the centerpiece of it. He started off, and then we got Andre. Andre gonna take it to another level, bring in some other elements, and flip it up with the voice kind of things. And we got Lupe, he'll just come straight at you like a damn laser and just cut this, and then you're like, oh man. And then Snoop will bring you down. He'll slow it down, like, hold on, man, let me chill it out for you. Let me
easy to follow.
Yeah, but give you all them crazy flows and all that stuff like that as well.
You talking early Snoop or later Snoop?
Man,
there's a difference in the Snoops.
There's a difference. Let me get early. I don't want the later Snoop. He got. I feel like he might have got a little too chill. Mm-hmm. But give me the early stuff where he still had the swag to him and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think I got a good little variation.
I like this list: Snoop, Lupe, Andre, Biggie. And Sabrina, we still got nothing.
I got a list.
Okay, what we got?
Okay, Biggie and Andre as well. Right?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we got Biggie for the East Coast, Andre for the South. Jay Dilla.
As a rapper?
He can go back and forth between production and rap, right?
Okay.
And now the West is going to throw you a little bit, but I really liked him back in the day.
The Jay Dilla threw me off.
Because I'm thinking of the energy that this would bring. It'd be such a crazy sound if we also threw in Del, the funky Homo sapien.
Oh, wow.
Because he's from Oakland.
Okay.
So imagine that, because he obviously worked well with other people because he did the Gorillas and everything.
Yeah. I can't imagine him and Biggie, but it's intriguing.
But think about old Del, like Made in America. Mm-hmm. Like that energy. Like I think it would be like a dope little balance because Biggie could be real East Coast, and I think Del could be very ambiguous with his sound if he wants to be. You know what I mean? It's just a good voice.
Okay.
I like the energy, and I feel like Del could go all over the place with it, just like Biggie can, and it would sound completely different when they do it.
Interesting pills.
I like that because I can't think of West Coast. I'm like, me and the West Coast. Of course Kendrick, but Kendrick, I don't want Kendrick on this project.
Yeah. Sabrina don't listen to a lot of West Coast MCs.
I love Kendrick though.
Yeah.
I love Kendrick but I'm just saying on this project, you know what I'm saying?
Kendrick is about it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Biggest curveball though was Dilla for a rapper.
Yeah.
And I will say this about Dilla though. Dilla could rap. But the only thing about Dilla is as a straight lyricist for the project, I don't know. Because for me, I think he's one of the best rapper producers who actually like produces for real. Like, because I feel like his verse on Thelonious is like my favorite verse on that track, and he's on there with Common and Slum Village, and I liked it when he rapped. Like I liked it when Jay Dilla got on the mic. I was like, man, Jay Dilla, man, he would always say some memorable stuff, and I like this flow and sound. So I kind of wish that he rapped on Donuts. So I wish that So Dilla was a definite dope curveball. I was like, Dilla, huh? So if he can come with them Thelonious type bars throughout this entire project, that'd be
And
dope.
in my head, he's producing as well.
So you got
like,
you got him on the board. Is
he
doing the whole album?
You could throw a whole crew together. That's dope. Everybody's rapping crazy, But if their beats are whack,
right? That's facts.
Somebody did say we should pick a producer.
Yeah, whole album. I think we got to pick a producer situation
for the whole thing.
Me myself, me personally, I want to go Premier.
I can respect that.
I want to go DJ Premier because DJ Premier, surprisingly, he has a versatile sound. Given the stuff that he's produced in the past, looking at his resume, going from Gangstar to Illmatic to, working with other artists. He works well with Biggie. He works well with Wu-Tang. He works well with Nas. He works well with Common. I'm gonna go with DJ Premier producing the whole thing. That's my choice. Oh, that Prime project, that first one. Oh my God, don't get me started. Even the stuff he did with Christina Aguilera, I was just like, man, hell yeah, primo for me. Who you going with? You going with Dilla, Sabrina? Who you going with, Amir?
Yeah.
It's tough. I gotta get somebody with some variation.
Mm-hmm. Organized Noise, that's a good choice.
I want to. This would probably be like left field, but I feel like if he in the right headspace, for sure, he can do it just based on his discography. I want to say Timbaland.
Oh,
imagine those four guys on Timbaland produced project.
Man, I love Tim.
That's Curveball City.
Timmy.
But
I feel like he got the repertoire to do, and his mind will just, they'd be able to take it to like, some new heights.
Has he worked with any of these guys before? I can't think of it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so this is definitely be interesting because I don't think any of them have worked. Maybe Snoop has worked with Timbaland somewhere down the line.
It's possible, but I know he obviously worked with Neptune, but
yeah,
I can't say off the top of my head that I'm 100% sure about that.
Yeah,
I mean for real, Neptune was on my list as well.
Yeah.
I definitely had. I thought about Hit Boy.
I thought about Hit Boy as well. I didn't want to get caught up in the moment. Ninth Wonder would be another good option.
Ninth Wonder is good. I thought about what's Drake's producer? Boy Wonder. I thought about him.
Boy Wonder.
Even though everything we know is his Drake stuff, but when you hear the other stuff that he makes, he's like, oh, I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's way too many producers. I think. But the first one that came to my head, I was like, I think Timbaland can really take it to another.
I'm interested. Oh, I love Odyssey. I love Odyssey as a producer. Yeah, man. That's a great question, though. Great question.
Oh.
What did you discover, Sabrina?
I think I want to take Biggie out.
Oh, snap.
And replace him with Q-Tip.
Ooh.
That's Andre and Q-Tip together would be fun. And then
so we got Q-Tip, Dilla, Andre, and Dell.
Yeah.
Now, I like matching Dell up with Q-Tip better than Biggie.
Yeah. I was gonna go down the list. Like all of them together would be a good time. It'd be interesting. And
we know Q-Tip and Dilla work well together because they've done it. And yeah.
Oh, someone's at the door.
I'm not mad at that.
Sabrina's might mesh the best.
Yeah. That mesh. Sound of it, yeah. That's a well-crafted project right there.
Yeah, that sounds.
I should be getting some merch delivered today.
That's probably what it is. Okay.
All right, y'all. We gotta get the hell up out of here. This is a long episode. I didn't hit y'all with a clip this. I definitely want the convos about cheating to be in several different clips because I feel like we got a lot of good stuff in that ballpark. And they're that was the meatiest part of the podcast today. And then this right here needs to be clipped, the supergroup. the rap supergroup, because I'm curious to know what other people would assemble and put together. But that's good, man. I like that. I like that Q-tip throw in. Because I was just thinking, I reposted Tribe Called Quest recently. It was like a post that I saw and I put it on my story. Tribe Called Quest puts me in a great space mentally. Anytime anything from those first 3 albums come on, it puts me in a great space and mood. Whenever I hear any of those songs, I don't know what it is. When I see that woman that's like red and green and just all black, whenever I see that symbol, whenever I see the Midnight Marauders album cover with the heads in the background and it's something about Tribe Called Quest that puts me in a very dope space anytime I listen to them. And, it's not many groups that can do that. And, yeah. And Q-Tip's voice, Fife, just that whole, like, vibe. It's just a mood. Anyway, I gotta get the hell up out of here. If you are anywhere in Florida, Tampa area, I'll be out there this weekend. Tampa, Florida, 5 shows, Thursday through Saturday. 2 Saturday, 2 Friday, 1 Thursday. After that, the next weekend, I will be in Phoenix, 5 shows, 1 at CB Live. The other 4 will be at Stand Up Live, Pull Up. And then New Year's Eve weekend, Virginia Beach, Funny Bone, Pull Up. Those will be my final cities for the year. And the last Tony Baker and Friends for about 2 months will be at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank. Tickets on sale now. The show is December 19th. So assemble your crew. Let's go out with a bang. Anyway, man, I want to thank my patron saints for pulling up and being here. Shout out to my producer extraordinaire, Sabrina. And the ones and twos, man, himself, Amir. I appreciate y'all. And we out.